Alright guys, today is very volatile and very hectic. I mean, look at these look at the chart and look at the price. Bro, it's crazy. Okay, I just took a partial loss, and after that I was like, right away I was like, all right, I got to get off. Got to make this recap. Got to go to class soon. But yeah, that was like, I got to get off, do this recap and just call it a day. So, very odd day. There's a lot of drawings, so I'm gonna delete these. But let's just get into it. Today was very crazy, like I just mentioned. Um, Weird day. Oh, what the heck? Weird day. Weird day because I caught a winning trade on my live account, but I couldn't catch the same winning trade on the fundeds. I ended up getting break even and then end up entering another trade and then end eventually getting stopped out. So let's just get into it. Here's the executions right there. And yeah. So on the live, okay, coming today I was bearish. I mean, we just been selling off disgustingly, to say the least, and yeah, pretty easy buys for the day. We had some targets below, and that was really it. Not much other reason why I was bearish, just pretty obvious until proven otherwise. So let's get into the trade itself I took. And I wish I just took this one trade and capitalizing on the fundeds, but definitely today is definitely a learning experience. I definitely probably shouldn't have taken that trade. This trade, I mean, and probably should just got off, but partial loss compared to full size 500. Bro, this trade that I just took, look how close I was to getting stopped out, and just like huge reaction, and then this candle, and yeah, but it might play out now, but I gotta just do this recap, go to class, go on with my day. But the first trade I took was beautiful. I loved it. And the reason why I couldn't take the same exact trade is because Alpha Futures has a news. They have a news rule. It's so annoying. I guess it helps for people that break their rules or whatever, or just like all that. That's why a lot of these prop firms have these rules, these consistency rules, these other rules. So you in this daily loss limit, so like they force you to kind of do the right thing, but it's kind of annoying for people like me, traders like me, that follow their rules and are disciplined and not gonna make too much money in a day following the consistency and just full port and all that. But it is what it is. The trade was based on just a continuation of this bearish trend. So NQ filled this 4-hour gap pretty well. ES did as well, which was good to see. And then we have a 5-minute SMT, beautiful. And then now my entry was just based on this 5-minute getting invalidated. And when this 5-minute got invalidated, news dropped at 9 a.m. So I had to wait 2 minutes after news, which sucked. I knew this was gonna happen sooner or later. That I was gonna get a perfect entry at like 9 a.m. or whenever news drops, and I would have to wait for the fundeds. It's just annoying, but it is what it is. That's why when I get a payout on Alpha, I'm probably just gonna not trade with Alpha anymore. Honestly, go back to Top Step or Lucid, because that's just an annoying rule, and it affected me today, and it made me take this trade that I wouldn't have taken, and that's on me. I take full responsibility. I could have controlled that. I can't control their rules, the 2-minute rule, but I can control my actions. I can't let that rule affect my trading, and it kind of did today. And I got lucky it wasn't a full stop loss, full stop loss, a full $500 loss. But yeah, something to learn definitely from that. But I took it on NQ because we were kind of closer to this draw right here. I went break even on NQ when ES took this low because we did hit this low before NQ, which is ironic. But right, we hit this low 901. Yeah, so I went break even on NQ when ES hit this this low, and honestly could have took it on ES, but yeah. And also ES was the leading index. I wonder actually, I'm trying to think of why I actually took this on NQ, because I guess at this point it was closer, and then we just had this nice candle on ES and then eventually hit it before NQ. But yeah, I mean, that was the trade. Very not like typical entry model. I'm usually entering on the 1 minute, but 5 minute IFVG, 5 minute SMT, we come in, tapping into a PDRA, high time frame PDRA. Bearish is, the bias is bearish. I mean, it was pretty textbook, pretty clean, in my opinion. Just very disappointed on the fundeds, and I did wait to that. Well, I had to wait for that 2 minute. I don't know what happens if you enter, during that time frame, but probably like at the end of the day, they see what you did. Okay, so I entered, like I said, 2 minutes after, so right here in this 9, which was not bad. I went in with 2 contracts, and then I tried to add 1 more contract, and then I accidentally bought it. So in total, I was in 3 contracts. I forgot my stop loss. Probably like somewhere around here. And then I was targeting, we were already so close to those lows, and so there really was no more targets that I wanted for a decent RR and to capitalize on the funded as well. It's just annoying. And to consider how volatile price was today, bro, look at that. That is a 40-point candle. 40-point candles don't look like that on regular days. We haven't had a volatile day like this that I can remember, one in a while, but also because I remember when tariffs dropped, and this is what it was like these little candles that were tens of points. It was crazy. So this is a 40-point candle. Wow. So just imagine my entry point from my live, the differences, and then the P&L, all that, and how much I'm risking, different price points. It's just, yeah, I should have took the day off. Definitely something to learn from after catching this win on the live. But I have my target right here at this, I don't even know. I had to go back to all the way to November to find this low. I guess this is an intermediate hourly low. I was just trying to look for targets, any targets to target. And I actually manual closed this, and I was waiting for ES to take this low. So whenever ES took this low, I closed. And yeah, I closed it on NQ, so that was it. But yeah, definitely a learning day. Unfortunately, could not have capitalized. Honestly, I think this is going to be a losing day because I think I made 416 on the live and then 250 across 3. Yeah, shouldn't be a losing day. I was literally break even, $5. Oh yeah, I got stopped out at break even this trade. Forgot to mention. So my break even point was at this hourly low, and we hit it, and my entry was around here, I think. And then I put stop losses a little bit in profit, and of course get stopped out, break even, and then dumps. But it is what it is. But yeah, that was it. Just unfortunate. So, like I was doing. Damn, actually, that sucks. Yeah. Small loss on the day. Down $280. So, definitely could have been avoided. Not my proudest moment, not gonna lie. But, you live and you learn, man. Definitely could have played this day way better. In hindsight, maybe. Probably should have just called it a day. I was thinking that in my head, but it's too late now, and all I can do is learn from it and control myself right now. Just get off the charts, go to class. That's it. Another day in the books. Try to get 1% better every day. And God bless.